Hey, you're gonna see this in some of the upcoming movie reviews I'll be uploading as well, in the same exact clip. But either way, yeah, this is my spoiler warning. So if you've not seen this film, then click off. But this is my spoiler warning.
What's up, people? Today I'll be doing a movie review on Beekeeper. So as usual, I'll be giving you the breakdown. The initial thoughts, positives and negatives. For the positives, it'll be the fighting / cool sequences, the puns, and the setup sequence, which will be around scamming. And the negatives will be the fighting sequences, in not having much B features, repetitive scenes with the FBI, and connecting characters. Then I'll end it with my ending thoughts. So coming off of the last movie from the previous year that was The Meg 2, being not able to entertain me all that much, and as I heard about The Beekeeper, I was hoping for at least a more consistent fun and story that is clear, at least compared to Meg 2. And I can say that is the case with this movie, even with certain hiccups that felt like missed opportunities more than anything. Alright, first I'll be getting to the fighting / cool sequences. I mean, no shocker to this point, the fighting is there, just pure enjoyment as our character is going on a killing spree, especially with the more unique kinds, such as taking out the bad guys in a barn one by one in different ways. My favorite being the scamming douche and how he got his fingers cut off. Another example would be when on his way to the headquarters and having a combination of pouring oil / fighting. And not just that, they were also just cool sequences that serving as endings to the fights. So just tying up the douche scammer and driving the truck he's attached to off of the bridge and using honey to light up a gas station after dealing with a big machine gun. Just fun, turn your brain off kind of sequences. Next, I'll talk about B-puns. Just certain points of the dialogue that would just add up fun within it. Managed to make me chuckle, I won't lie. And it did fit along in whatever the characters were talking about. Plus, it wasn't super overused. Next will be setup when it comes to scamming. So towards the start of the film, it became the driving factor for the Beekeeper in avenging Miss Parker. Scamming is a terrible thing to get tricked by, especially among elders that sadly don't know any better and are easily tricked. So it's pretty understandable to get mad at such a bad act done on an elderly and why the Beekeeper went on a killing rampage. Although there is one issue that I do have that I think could have at least helped on having more of an impact, and I'll get to that later. Moving on to the negatives, first I'll talk about the fight sequences in not having much B features. I think there really could have been certain moments during the fight scenes in that they could have used like equipment of sorts relating to B features. So referring back to the moment in how honey was used to then burn the body, things like that. And who knows? Maybe the Beekeeper could have at least made something from the bees that he collected from the beginning and made like a detachable top bee swarm, or make honeycomb-shaped bombs, or even a remote control like bee drone. In general, I think there's just a big missed opportunities when it comes to seeing these sort of interesting / funny-looking gadgets essentially being used. Next will be repetitive scenes involving the FBI. So not really anything wrong with these scenes, just thought we didn't necessarily need one after almost all the times the Beekeeper had to deal with something. This is also another missed opportunity, I would say, in having other scenes that probably could have at least fleshed out more depth. Because there were moments in the film when one of the FBI agents had a hold of a beat book and had these and was stating out some of these different facts about them, or things that they just do, for example how a beekeeper isn't working until they die, or how a bee would try to get to the top of the hive. That's good, but I think it could have been at least more nice to probably flesh out just more scenes in terms of let's say backstory dialogue about the Beekeeper, along with those different things I guess just normal bee does, and as well particularly one of the higher up scammer's father and the dude that's killed the Beekeeper before. Lastly, I'll talk about connecting characters. So this was the issue that I had in what it kind of lacked to show between the Beekeeper and Miss Parker, the kind of relation that they had. Would have made the scenes in her getting scammed and then shooting herself felt more dreadful and personal. So overall, even with the hiccups that I have mentioned in this, they were nothing more than just missed opportunities for the most part, because it was still entertaining. Whether it's the fighting sequences and getting back at the scammers during a bad act on elders, or the little moments of bee puns within the dialogue. This film, at least to me, was done better, again, at least when comparing it to Meg 2, and I had a blast. As for the rating of this film, I'll be giving The Beekeeper a 8 out of 10. I guess you could say that was buzztacular. Okay, I officially hate myself. But anyways, later.